Hi everyone, I'm Jordan Rolfus. Danny. This is Raggy, also known as Stephen Rolfus. Together, we host the Germania Society of Cincinnati YouTube channel. You also know Raggy. If you are a Beagle Rampant Productions viewer, you would have seen him on the Beagle Rampant YouTube channel. This vlog is a special one because it's going on both Germania Society of Cincinnati and Beagle Rampant's YouTube pages, so make sure you are subscribed to Beagle Rampant at its YouTube at Beagle Rampant and YouTube at Germania-Society. But this is a very special vlog because we are going to the Bayreuth Festspiel in Germany. So we're going to make mistakes. We're going to mess this up, and I'm going to solve the problems here on this vlog so that you won't have problems on your trip to Bayreuth. So we're going to make the mistakes, we're going to mess up the trains, we're going to mess up seating, we're going to do all of that messing up for you so that you don't have to worry about it on your trip to the Bayreuth Festspiel. So we are here at the beautiful Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky airport. Rest in peace, little saber-toothed cat there. So yeah, we are getting ready, we're catching a flight to Boston, and then we go from Boston to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Nuremberg, and then Nuremberg, we take a train over to Bayreuth. So, yeah, I did my research. I think I know what I'm doing, but, and again, like, opinions that you hear on this video do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Germania Society of Cincinnati, but they certainly reflect my opinions, and they certainly reflect the opinions of Beagle Rampant Productions. So Germania viewers, these videos might not be as good as what you're used to on the Germania channel. Beagle Rampant video watchers, you might be in for something a little bit better than I normally do. I hope so. And if worse comes to worse, I just get an email from the Germania board and they say, just get away from our YouTube channel. And I would say, understandable. But we're going to go to the Bayreuth Festspiel and we're going to have some fun. We are going to the Richard Wagner Festival and it's going to be fun. Oh, also the name of the town, Bayreuth. It's pronounced Bayreuth. All my life I have mispronounced this town as Bayreuth. So you're going to hear me mispronounce the name of this town all throughout the vlog. I know it's pronounced Bayreuth. Bayreuth. EU in German makes a oi sound. I know it's pronounced that way, but you are going to hear me say Bayreuth so many times. I know it's pronounced Bayreuth, though. I do know that. But Richard Wagner Festival in Bayreuth. You're going to hear all of our opinions, everything we did wrong, the two things we did right, and we will keep you this is going to be the most valuable resource for planning your trip to Bayreuth, and the Smilodon agrees.
Beagle. One note on this Commodore +4 will send you to a faraway land.
Alrighty everyone, so Cincinnati's airport all of a sudden turned into an underground lair. Actually, we made it to Nuremberg much later. We did Boston, we did Amsterdam, loved traveling through Amsterdam, so efficient, very easy to get through. The U-Bahn in the Nuremberg Albrecht Dürer airport is on the ground floor, but you have to go outside. So like you go outside of the terminal building and you have to take it. We took that nice elevator down because I have this luggage. I'll let you guys know how this luggage does on these small regional express trains. I got Raggy an actually sensible sized luggage here. So yeah, we're waiting for the Rotenbach train, and I have no idea what that sign says. So, and I apologize. Rothenbach, yep. So that's where we need to be, yep. And we need, it's 7 stops. We need the Hauptbahnhof. And yeah, we're just sitting here waiting for the little metro train. And then I'll keep you guys updated on the transfer at that point. And all the questions I was wondering about, I'm answering now. So you arrive at the airport, you go outside the terminal building, and then you go down. That's how you do. Flughafen, airport. And I apologize so much for butchering the beautiful German language. I try, but I don't try hard enough, I guess. Okay, so the U-Bahn, they definitely announce the stops, and they do it in German and English, so it's good. Don't have much of a view because, it's underground. It's a subway system. And for American viewers who may not be familiar, you have to press the button on the door to open it. Yeah, you have to actually press the door button and it opens it. So, yeah, this is the U-Bahn, and then I'll keep you updated on that transfer, which was kind of squigging me out a little bit. Okay, so this is where the U-Bahn lets us off at the Hauptbahnhof, the main train station here in Nuremberg. I'm going to keep my eyes on our transfer time, but I'm looking around and I can't make head or tail of these signs. I think we need to go to the right. And I'm going to keep an eye on the time and let you guys know and compare that to what it recommended on the Deutsche Bahn website for transfer times. So, yeah, we're going to do what we can, and I will keep you posted on how this goes. So, I'm looking at the time now, and I will check back with you when we get there. All right, everyone. So, I think we did something wrong. We're on the outside of the Hauptbahnhof. I'm keeping an eye on the time, though. It would help if I didn't stop every 5 minutes to vlog this, but I'm good on, our transfer time for our particular train over to Bayreuth, but I'm just trying to clarify this, because I could not get a straight answer for this on the internet. So, but look at that building. Wow. Isn't that amazing?
And there's
That's a parking garage. We didn't bring the car from Cincinnati, so we're going to get in here and figure out what we need to do with this. So, looks like we're going to have to cross the street. I'll riddle this out. I've figured out more confusing things in my day, so we get there, Alrighty, so we made it onto the train platform, and from, the U-Bahn stop to this location here was about 15 minutes for us to manage that with all of our luggage and stuff. And the Deutsche Bahn website said you only need 9 minutes, but that's you can really do this easily, though, because there are plenty of U-Bahns that come, constantly. So, just think, okay, I'll catch an earlier U-Bahn, and then you should be in good shape, because, we had to cross the street. I'm almost certain we made a few wrong turns, and there is an elevator to get up here, but we could not find it, so I had to, lug our big baggages up the stairs, and it was a production, but we got there. And this is the train we're looking for. I don't think this is one of the trains that split off. I know some of the trains in Germany do split off, and the back half goes one way and the front half goes another way. I don't think this is one of those trains. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you can clearly see that image. So, yeah, just a little update there. It took us a little bit longer than the Deutsche Bahn's recommended time frame, but you can always try to catch an earlier U-Bahn. So maybe allow yourself 15 to 25 minutes to transfer just to like make absolutely certain that you aren't going to miss your train. We aren't going to miss this train though because I allowed ourselves like an hour. Ooh, look, there goes another train. Oh man, ain't that nice? Some people are really, really into trains, so if trains are your jam, I hope you're enjoying this good trainy goodness. So, we made it on to the regional express train, and very difficult to see, but there are overhead compartments. Big Green did fit in the overhead compartments, so you don't need to worry about your luggage on the regional express train in Germany. And, and Deutsche Bahn has been on time. Like, every single train has, like, arrived right when the little monitor thing said it would. So, like, so far, I have no complaints with Deutsche Bahn. It's looking pretty good there. And, yeah, we're just going to chill out. Might have an interlude with some scenery in a little bit here. So, yeah, we're just hanging out. Big Green is resting comfortably on the overhead thing. We good. So, all of my questions, you don't have to worry about. Just don't overthink it, you know. Be chill, and you got this. It's way finer than you think it is. So, I got us to the hotel in Bayreuth. Very straightforward process. The rail line was very easy to navigate. It was everything I was concerned about really did not pan out. I will say though, when you board the train, there is kind of like a big step you have to take, and there's a pretty wide gap. So like, be wary of that. But now we are at the Hotel Rheingold, and people who actually know music, what motif am I looking at there? It's a low one, a very low one.
It's a bass clef.
It's a bass clef, and then it goes to the G clef. Yeah.
You see that dot after the D there. Wagner loved to do that. That means you hold that note just
for a little bit, yeah. But yeah.
There's one after the E, which is already a whole note.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Hotel Rheingold. I'm gonna walk around, show you guys what we got. We got a cupboard here. I don't see an ironing board, which I think one of the conference rooms though, they have like ironing boards where you can iron your stuff. I don't know how brave I am to mess with irons. I'm not competent with a lot of things, you know? And we have the bathroom. Pretty big step here, and yeah, this seems like a very nice hotel. I mean, the staff was absolutely friendly who checked us in there, and definitely a 3-star. I am solidly getting 3-star vibes from this hotel, and that is going to work quite nicely, I think. So, and these are beds where sleeping will happen. I may ask them for another pillow. I don't know. It's a good, thick pillow, though. I don't know. I guess I'll try it tonight, and if I wake up tomorrow in horrible agony, we'll do something else. And then here's the view outside of our room. So a nice old town here, and
It's like a medieval town.
kind of a medieval vibe here. Yeah.
These narrow streets.
Narrow streets and those classic Bavarian roofs there. You gotta love it. So, I don't know what's on the I do not know what's on the agenda for today, but we're gonna run around and see what we got here. Should be a good time here in Bayreuth. And this is the Hotel Rheingold. I forgot it. I can't remember if I actually introduced the hotel. We're also very tired. It's been a minute. So a fun little quirk about the Hotel Rheingold is that right off of the fitness center, they have the ironing room where you can go and iron your clothing for the opera performances. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice little quirk. I'm also going to show a little bit more of the lobby and some of the breakfast, but you know, I gotta say, I maybe was speaking a little bit too highly of the Hotel Rheingold. I don't know, as we're like staying in there and feeling just how stuffy and no circulation it is and how tiny it is. You can't stay at the Hotel Rheingold and not eat at Richard's restaurant. You have to make a reservation to eat there, and
Order and pay in advance.
Well, they didn't take the payment yet, but yeah, you have to order in advance. But they said we were seating outside tonight, but you know, the weather. It's like slight drizzle, so like, you know, they moved us in here. But I went ahead and ordered the Greek salad. It's pretty okay. And Raggy, you ordered.
I have no idea.
You don't remember?
The whole trip, I order things and I have no idea what the hell's coming out. But it's usually pretty good.
And
This is passable.
Alrighty, so walking around the streets of Bayreuth, we bumped into a very nice restaurant here called Bräu. We haven't gotten the food yet, but we got the beers and Bräu, yeah, and it's really good. You enjoy the beer there, Raggy?
Oh, yes.
They say every time you come to Germany, always try to get the local beers, you know, the things you can't get in the US, and like, this thing is not watered down in the slightest. Like, this is very, like, intense and, like, you can't deny the flavor. Alrighty, so our food arrived at Bräu. I ordered some fried eggs and fried potatoes. I like them. Pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. Braggy ordered...
Bratwurst.
Do you like it?
It's very good, very. Very genuine.
There we go, nice.
The other stuff, I don't know what that is, but I'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either, but yeah, so definitely a successful first meal here at Bayreuth, and yeah, so having fun, and oh, and also there was a family sitting next to us who was kind of helping us with the language barrier, so y'all are cool. I appreciate that. Alrighty, everyone. So, walking down the streets of Bayreuth kind of feels like walking down a fairy tale book. Like, it's funny how you can just stroll around the streets so casually around here and see so many beautiful things. It really is like an actual fairy tale. Like, man, the architecture and everything has been amazing. There's a concert on Saturday, but we are going to Das Rheingold. Actually, we could probably make it, though. It's at noon, so yeah. But yeah, I'm really loving this town of Bayreuth. I mean, it feels like walking through a storybook. Everyone has been amazingly friendly to us. I can't complain. I can't complain in the slightest. And like a better detail, let me see if I can get around here. The sun. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. This town really did step out of a storybook, and I am absolutely here for it. I have no idea what building that actually is. Oh no, oh, that's the piano maker. Yeah.
Piano maker?
That's the piano maker. Yeah. Because we walked by the, like, piano fabric. So, yeah. I mean, at one time, I guess, it was a piano maker. They have piano making written on the thing there.
I was thinking it might be a museum, maybe?
I don't know. Ooh, looky there. A chime for the quarter hour there. It really is a storybook. I love it. You just can't get better than this. Alrighty, everyone. So, I don't know what this says, but I'm sure our Germania friends and our Beagle Rampant fans who actually know German could tell me what this says. But we found the Maypole here in Bayreuth. Ah, yeah. Anyone who watches my Germania videos knows that I am excellent at recording maypoles. So, yeah. Or is this a maybaum? I used to know the difference between maypole and maybaum. This might be a maybaum. Really cool, tall thing. I'm good at recording the really cool, tall thing, you know, but yeah, but yeah, we're on the pedestrian street. We turned off of Sophienstrasse, and I don't know what street we're on now. This looks like kind of the main pedestrian drag here, but yeah, it's like a storybook in this town, and I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful here. Like, it doesn't get better than this. It really doesn't. So do we still call him King Neptune in Germany?
When you call him Lord?
Well, it don't matter because Thursday night his castle gets blown up, so yeah. But again, a total storybook here in Bayreuth. I am absolutely loving it here. We have the maypole there, and actually good shot of the maypole. See, if I go towards Neptune, I'll be able to get a good shot of the maypole, maybaum, and wow. It's just amazing here. This town really is like a storybook come to life, and I love every second of it. So everyone remember Woolworth? So if you need to go to Woolworth and relive, those good old-fashioned memories, you come to Bayreuth, Germany, because I remember Woolworth. They were like on their way out when I was like becoming old enough to know what was up. But yeah, apparently Woolworth, they are popping and doing quite well here in Bayreuth, and you can get some deals too. I'm seeing some €3, €5 specials. So yeah, if you need Woolworths, come over to Bayreuth. Alrighty, so this is the Wahnfried estate. This houses the Richard Wagner Museum, and this is also where he's buried. So wow. This is all levels of cool right here. I'm kinda speechless at the moment. Alrighty, everyone. So you never know what you're going to get at the Richard Wagner Museum at the Wahnfried estate here in Bayreuth. This is the costume of Venus worn by Grace Bombry, and she was the first black artist to perform in Bayreuth. And for me, like, she defined the role. Like, her Venus for me is the top. Rest in peace, Grace Bumbry, because wow, she was an absolute legend, and it is really cool seeing this costume. Like, this is legendary stuff right here. And of course, the Parsifal costume worn by Wolfgang Weingassen, my favorite Helden tenor. So we got Weingassen and Bumbry in the same display case. This is nothing short of legendary. And Venus from Gwyneth Jones. Okay, that's a very nice design. Yeah. Yeah. Gwyneth Jones. A good Venus. But for me, Grace Bumbry defined the role, though. Like, legendary. But Gwyneth Jones's rendition is good. Can't really complain it, but man, that's some style there. everyone. So we are enjoying some lunch here at Stadtkirche. Yeah. Yeah. I'm enjoying some French fries and salad. I'm liking it quite a bit. I was on the, fence to do some other things, but I don't know. This sounded kind of good. This sounded like it would hit the spot, and it is. And Raggy's doing some pork schnitzel and
Kartoffel salad.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
And this is the This is the beer local to this restaurant.
Yeah.
I cannot get mace in this town for some reason, but we have this, and it's very good.
Yeah,
They
he's
make it
doing
right here.
he's doing the lager. I'm doing the darker beer, which is good, but it's not all that dark. So, but I ain't gonna argue the goodness. It's good. I like it. So we're eating up, and then later on tonight, it's Das Rheingold. So it's a good time. Alrighty, so if you buy the combined ticket for the Richard Wagner Museum, it gives you a ticket to the Franz Liszt Museum and the Jean-Paul Museum. Jean-Paul Richter, who was a author back in the early 1800s, kind of around the same time as Goethe and Hoffmann, and the museums are literally right across the street. Jean-Paul's is right there. Franz Liszt is a little further down the way there. Very nice museums, but they are a little small. We had to buzz in to get into the Jean-Paul Museum, and I don't think I thanked the guy who actually explained that to me. Whoops. And he was kind of if you speak English, you're allowed to tell me. And it's we were just kind of dumbfounded though, huh? What? Press a buzzer to get into a museum? It's weird to us, but it's good for the entire week, this combined ticket. Today, we went to the Richard Wagner Museum on Saturday. Today is Monday. It's the festival outdoor open air day. You notice we're wearing jackets and umbrellas. It's the end of July. It feels like it should be the end of November or something. Yeah, this is insane. And on the one day of the week, we needed it to be perfect weather. That's the day we get this. So we're going to try to find another fun indoorish activity to do. Maybe not the best day to wander around, though it looks like the drizzly rain is stopping a little bit, but that's my luck, I'm the guy who had it rain in the Sahara, so yeah, we're gonna mill about, see what we got. Alrighty, everyone. So, we just got done with the Margravial Opera House. It was built in the early 1700s, and then it got a Rococo redesign by a family of Italian architects in the 1750s, made for Margrave Wilhelmina, so of the Brandenburg Bayreuth family. So, yeah, that's it was really nice in there, and I could see why Wagner wouldn't want it for his operas, though, because I don't know if it would have sounded as good as it does in the Festspielhaus, but yeah, in terms of design, though, I gotta say, I think it kind of has it a little bit beat there, because that Rococo ornate sculpture is, yeah, that was really something special. So go ahead, take a look at some nice interludes with some possibly age-appropriate music here. Everyone. So I have no idea where exactly we are here in Bayreuth, but we seem
near the synagogue.
We're near the synagogue, and according to, oh yeah, synagogue. It's pointing that away. So I guess we're close to the synagogue, but there's all sorts of cool country flags around here. I saw the American flag. We came at it from the other end, and I'm like, did you guys not hang out the U.S. flag? But no, there it is. So we're in good shape. We're good. I like to put people on notice when they don't hang the American flag. But yeah, this is a very nice area. This is, yeah, we got South Africa. We got all sorts of countries hanging out here. A lot of state and local flags. Yeah. This is the Margravial. We're back at the Margravial Opera House. So, okay, we made a big circle. Okay, and then it empties out that way. There's an antique shop kind of around the corner, like where it says Bayernwerk. You go down that street and then you make a left. There's a nice little antique shop. Didn't find anything too good, and it's kind of by this crazy busy intersection that will eventually take you to the Festspielhaus. So, yeah, we're going to wander around a little bit more and see what we got popping here. It's funny, we were here a few days ago and we just did not notice this cool-looking building here. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this little stretch here. So, yeah, we'll wander around and see what we got here. Loving our time in Bayreuth. We leave for Nuremberg tomorrow, and then we go back to Cincinnati Saturday. I know, but I am looking forward to going back to our hot weather, because the weather on this trip has been horrible. This is like one you see from our jackets, and on the 31st of July, and like, this is one of the few points in the trip where it has not been pouring 8,000 buckets of water on us. So we kind of began our tour of Bayreuth here on Maximilian Street, getting familiar with the city on this wonderful, lovely, charming, almost storybook quality street, Maximilianstrasse. And our journey in Bayreuth is coming to an end. Tonight we are going to see Götterdämmerung, and we won't be back in town in Bayreuth to hang out, so this is pretty much it for all of our time here in Bayreuth. Beautiful town, really friendly people too. Yeah, like I've heard on the internet that they say, oh, Germans are sometimes a little frostier and stuff than you might be used to. We've had a few people who I was like, "Rah, rah, rah," I was grumbling about. The Richard Wagner Museum was one example, but there were so many other better examples. Like, for the most part, everyone in Bayreuth has been so warm and friendly and willing to strike up a conversation. If it's about Wagner, you're going to definitely get some ground there. But yeah, it's time for us to leave the beautiful town of Bayreuth. Beautiful town, very friendly people, horrible weather. Horrible weather. Raincoats, yeah, like it was sunny earlier, now it looks like it wants to pour. This is like one of the good days. We've been here about a week and we've had maybe 3 okay-ish days. Yeah, horrible weather, but amazing people and beautiful atmosphere. Love this town of Bayreuth, and I wouldn't mind returning. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to both Beagle Rampant at Beagle Rampant and the Germania Society of Cincinnati on YouTube. It's at Germania-Society. So you want to do both of those channels for maximum happiness. And make sure you swing by Germania's Oktoberfest the weekend before Labor Day weekend, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. That Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, August 22nd through 24th. August 22nd. Gemütlichkeit guaranteed, yes. Swing by our Oktoberfest, and we are going to head back to the room, get ready to see Götterdämmerung. Bye, Maximilianstrasse. Auf Wiedersehen, Neptune. Sorry about what's going to happen to your castle tonight.